swear to God, shooting this video is making me more frustrated than when I read the book. Hello everyone, I'm Kathryn and welcome to Reading Midnight Sun in Dutch. Chapter 2, Open Book. And let's just start with ranting about the title. I saw open book in English and not Dutch. And after staring at it for a really long time, that one O turned back into an E, so dyslexia is fine. Also, I've lost my pronunciation skills because I was talking open book with Prince Charming. That book is not book, it's stomach. I can't Dutch, which I think is a great segue into the rant that I'm going to offer you guys today, because I know you like them. If you're a foreigner, no matter where you come from or where you go, I'm sure that you'll be able to relate to this story in some way, shape, or form. For me personally, when it comes to languages, I tend to encounter two types of situations, and they're both equally fun. On one hand, I'll have people telling me that I have the ability to learn languages more easily than other people because English is my maternal language. And as we all know, English is the gateway language to language learning, which is why Americans are so well known for their lingual skills. And that joke, what do you call somebody who speaks one language? An American? That's an ironic joke. Which is a great segue to the next situation that I end up in, where people learn that I know English, French, and Dutch. They don't believe me because, hey, Americans don't speak other languages, they're monolingual, and then I open my mouth speaking these languages at a proficiency that blows their mind, and we get to play a game which I have affectionately called, How Are the Americans Smart? Honestly, it is impressive the amount of creativity and mental gymnastics that some people will do to figure out how it is physically possible for me to have learned a language. And guys, today, for free mind you, I'm going to share with you my secret to language learning. And I'm giving it to you for free. I should charge for this. Like those silly infomercials that say, hey, if you just follow my course, you'll open your mind to learn the secrets of the universe. It's that epic, guys. I'm good at languages, not because I'm smarter than people, mind you, because I have 2 reading disabilities that make language learning in particular difficult. No, the secret to language learning is practice. Ta-da! I know, very anticlimactic, but that's just the truth. Like, the truth normally is boring. And before I started reading this book, I was reading this book, and this book made me want to pull my hair out. It was so difficult, so I stopped reading it. However, that didn't change the fact that I still needed to practice reading in Dutch if I want to progress and make reading easier. Since I couldn't find the motivation to do it myself, I created a system where I hold myself accountable, and this is why I will be doing this segment until I get through this book. I hate reading in Dutch. I cannot express it. Mentally, it leaves me dead by the end of it. To the point that my brain goes on strike and rebels against me by being unable to function. I just end up in a vegetated state because my mind is just, it's so angry that I have the audacity to make it work and concentrate so hard for an hour. That is the case. I'm mentally dead after reading just one chapter, which that in itself is very frustrating to me because I'm used to being able to devour a book in a day. And I'm only on chapter 2. And then I start self-doubting myself. And we get to the emotional side of being exhausted and why I hate reading. Because I read this book in English. There is a certain percentage in my understanding which comes from the fact that I already know what's going to happen in the story. And I will say that does significantly help because there have been a couple passages where I thought I was reading one thing, but I know that that's not what happened in the story. So I reread them again and understood them in the proper way. That does help, but at the same time, I'm wondering how much am I understanding based on my own understanding of Dutch versus what I remember from the book. it's just so annoying because I want to improve my reading skills. And it just seems it seems impossible, especially right now, because I'm thinking I only understand 30%, even though I feel like I'm understanding 80%. But I think I'm understanding that extra, 50% because I read it in English first. By the end of the chapter, I'm in such a negative, dark space that I have to have a little pep talk with myself just to get out of it. That, yes, Kathryn, it's hard now because you haven't been reading it forever because you stopped practicing. Once you start practicing, near the end, it'll get so much easier. And I know that. But while you're reading and you're concentrated so hard and you're not understanding it, and there are words, oh my gosh, can we just stop for a moment? Time out. Belgian, what is the deal with these words that are like 20 letters long? Just why? This is all one word. Gezichtsuitdrukking. It's so long, and all I'm thinking is, it must suck being a Belgian and going to a spelling bee. Your words are too long. Also, another word is gebruik gemaakt and thuis gebleven. These are all one word, and they're so long. They don't need to be that long. My language functions perfectly with tiny itty bitty little words. Just I'm putting that out there. Okay, so I feel like that's all the ranting of the book. Chapter 2 was so much harder than chapter 1. We're going to get into some of my favorite parts in the book. There's this part where Bella and Edward, they're in their biology class, and he's asking her, why did you come to Forks? And she says, it's complicated. And he responds, I can keep up. But in the Dutch version, he says, ik ben een slimme jongen, which is, I'm a smart boy. I don't know why, but I found that expression really funny, and I love it. I found a new endearment that I really, really want to use. That's almost better than kanjer, which is schoonheid, which means pretty skin, so beauty, and I like it because it's a compound word. And I was calling Prince Charming schoonheid, and he said that they don't use that it's probably something from the Netherlands, and I'm not allowed to call him that, so. He's just constantly poo-pooing on my parade. It's not fair. I learned that roken, which is the verb to smoke, in a certain context, can change its meaning and mean to smell. And I did not know that. And I was so confused by the sentence because roken is to smoke. And I didn't understand why he was smoking because I thought, I don't remember smoking at all. Did something change? And I know roken is smoking. I know it, so it wasn't a mistranslation. But no, it's Dutch. And of course they didn't have a different word to smell because it's Dutch. I have a whole video on you can choose type words, so maybe watch that. It's funny. That's what I have for you guys this week. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, the mighty algorithm gods. Praise be, we love you, all hail. They don't care as long as you interact with my video, I'm winning. I love hearing from you guys, so say hello in the comments below and I'll see you guys in the next video. Totsiens, my appelsiens. It's already gonna start off bad because I don't know how to pronounce this word. Ik leunde tegen de sneeuwbank en het droogpoeder vormt zich rond mijn lichaam. Mijn huid was net zo koud als de lucht om me heen en de